Hey, what up? Young Joc checking in, man. Right now you're tuned in to Pretty Brittany, Culture 404. Yep.
All right, y'all, it's your girl Pretty Brittany, and we are here for the Culture 404. We have a very, very, very special guest today, someone who I feel like is the culture here in Atlanta, and we just gonna dive into a little bit of everything. Young Joc, how you doing? How you feeling today?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
No problem, for sure. So we're gonna get right into some background and get into some things. So originally from Georgia, correct?
Correct.
What side?
You know, west side and the south side.
Okay.
Because my mom stayed on the west side, my dad was on the south side.
Okay. Some say that the South Side has birthed some of the greatest artists. Do you feel like that's true?
Yeah, a lot of people have come from the south side. The south side is actually really big.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, south side of Atlanta is huge.
Definitely. I heard a clip where JD and T.I. were saying what side was the best side, and JD was saying, you know, the South Side is the best side, and Tip was like, oh, well, if you're going to the airport, how do you feel about that?
I mean, Tip, he a west side cat, so he's supposed to stand up for his side. But at the end of the day, Atlanta, it don't matter what side, east side too. You got some of the greatest came out of the north side. So honestly, the argument ain't about what side. This city, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And these collective cities together, these conglomerate of cities have birthed some of the biggest and most popular artists in our culture, you know what I mean? So I don't really get caught into that east, west, south, or north side. We really shut shit down for a very long time from right here on this soil, so.
Definitely. And when you say that, you know, a lot of people always say like Atlanta's so different. Everybody comes together. There's really rarely any beefs or anything like that. Everybody supports one another. Why do you feel that's such though? Is that like a Southern hospitality type of thing?
I think it is what it is, you know. For one, I'm gonna tell you something interesting, you know. It is, Atlanta, we didn't get oversaturated with gangs early on. You know what I'm saying? Right. You had cats like East Side, cats like Down by Law, you know what I'm saying? But they was beefing with like Miami boys, you know what I'm saying? Atlanta started to kind of try to pick up, not try, because I mean, it definitely appears that culture is here and alive, you know what I'm saying? But not as much in some other places. Right. And then you have a lot of opportunity here too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it makes it a little easier because everybody can eat, you know? Right. You have some of the greatest civil rights activists and people of that stature who were birthed here or who lived here, who supported here, who grew here, you know what I mean? Then it's like, it's so much family. It's a lot of family right here in our city, you know what I mean? You got people that come from out of other cities and states that come here and want to stay here. Yes. So for the people who are already here, we love it here. We love it at home. We're at home, just like you be home from wherever you from. Right. So Atlanta is kind of like, people love the way we love. Right. You know, it's like everybody can get some money. Yeah. That's what I think why we were able to stick together so much, because you look around, it's like, everybody could get some money. Ain't nobody like trying to gatekeep and be like, oh no, we can only accept 2 or 3 artists out of Atlanta, everything else we good on it. Like, nobody did that, because you got some cities that might birth only 1 or 2 artists, and people don't really know how to kind of deter from that main artist from their city, deter from the sound of that artist. You know what I'm saying? So anybody coming out that city, if they sound like that artist, people say, oh, they sound like that artist. Right. Atlanta, you got so many different ways people have attacked and come with the sound, you know what I'm saying? At one time, you got a crunk movement and a snap movement at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's 2 different genres, but they both
go crazy,
moving the needle, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's funny you say that, because I'm originally from Minnesota, but my father, I've been coming here all my life, and he would always tell me, like, if you black and you can't make it in Georgia or in Atlanta, something's wrong with you. And I'm like, I can't leave. I love Atlanta. I love Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, definitely.
It's a lot of opportunity here.
And I always like to ask whoever I'm interviewing, when did you fall in love with hip hop?
I always tell the story, man. My auntie Nedra kind of helped that. It's like my auntie Nedra my dad, rest in peace to my Uncle Terry, because my dad and Uncle Terry used to be selling the the tapes and had all that. I didn't know it was bootleg, because my dad had the best quality. I didn't know my dad was selling bootleg tapes when I was that young. I just knew we had the good quality. That's why he was able to make money. He was able to support and feed his family. And also this cat, Big Vic, he stayed 2 doors down from my grandma's house, Big Vic, and his brother P.I., rest in peace, you know what I'm saying? And Vic was like grown when we was young. Like Vic had a sawed-off pump when we was kids. Like,
sheesh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he had, that's who I ever heard like NWA with, or Luke. I'm like, cause he had all the explicit stuff that I couldn't listen to at my house. My mom wasn't hearing that shit. My daddy wasn't hearing that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I started realizing just like, I just started realizing like, I love what the music does to people. I love the way people react to it. There's a power in the music. And I felt like I always was able to command attention from people. Right. So I felt like it was easy to just emulate it through the music. Oh, you could do that? I could do that too.
Definitely.
Till I find my way, my lane, my sound. And that's what I did. And once I finally found it.
And that's what you feel like made you take off with rap and just pursuing the entertainment business, would you say?
I think it's just the culture of it all, man, because when you look at our music, right? Somewhere in there, some of the biggest artists, even though they could be styled and this and that, they just giving you a raw expression of what they've lived or their perception of how they see life. You know, a lot of people, you know, they could rap about a lifestyle before it actually manifests. Right. You know, a cat be broke and write the best, richest sounding song ever, but he broke. Right. But by the time he pop, he manifests what he got in the music. Right. You know what I mean? Right.
I think when you say that, it makes me think of Derez Deshawn when he first came out, and that first album, it like makes you feel something, you know what I'm saying? And it's so crazy that you said like the South Side, we don't get into sides, but it has birthed some really good artists as well, definitely. So how do you feel about artistry in the early 2000s versus now? Like, do you feel that even in the 90s, it was more of a hustle? Like it was like a real hustle, like to really just
it's still a hustle. It's still a hustle. Don't get it twisted, because if it was just easy, then everybody would be rich. That's why I never try to denounce a era. Okay. You know, I don't never denounce the previous era, the prior, the present. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I just respect it for what it is. You know, it was different. We didn't. You know, when I came out, I didn't have, you know, TikTok, you know, IG like that. It was a lot of platforms we just didn't have. Right. So it was harder to go viral. And like your story, like anything you had going on, it really had to peak through some type of way for people to pick it up and it become a national story. Right. You know what I'm trying to say? See, now I could just film something random and I catch somebody and it hits the slate and the algorithm takes it everywhere because people are like, oh my God, this is crazy. Right. So it was different. It's all a hustle though still, because it's people you can get them all the technology in the world right now and they still can't manifest what some others can and have. Right. You know, and you could take some of these people from now and take them back to our era and they may not make it because they didn't have certain platforms. You understand what I'm saying? So I just respect it in a whole as it is, because in life, evolution is going to be what it's going to be. It's so funny. I was just on the Delta flight yesterday, and Delta is now celebrating 100 years in flights, and no other airline has been able to do, you know, to achieve this type of success, right? For this lengthy haul. And so it was interesting the way they did the commercial while sitting on the plane, you know, when they tell you to buckle up if there's an emergency, things of such. And they were starting from like the 20s. And then they were showing that perspective. Then the 30s, how the industry was changing, the way the pilots dressed, the way the people look, right? And so what was interesting to me is these people are not saying, the people in the 30s are not trying to judge the people in the 20s. Right. The people in the 80s not judging people in the 50s. You know, it's more like, hey man, this is what it is now. This is how it's going. you know. And so in our culture, man, I think we get caught up in the fact that, you know, it may appear to be a little easier for some, and they getting more money than you was getting. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. Like, let's take a Kai Cenat, right? Yeah. Homie banked up. But you could take somebody who is always on the front line speaking on Atlanta culture. Let's take a Moot B. Since we this 404, we talk about Atlanta. Let's take a Moot B. Brother couldn't seem to come off a little grumpy sometimes, but he has been a part of, you know, the movement out of ATL. And so he's always saying how he feels on things, whether it's the culture, whether it's, you know, the nature of our community, whatever he's always speaking. See, he's from a different phase or a different time zone than a Kai Cenat, right? He may feel slighted because he been popping and doing this and on front of his phone or camera, whatever. Why doesn't he have the same success as Kai Cenat? So you have people in situations like that, and they may not understand what this other person's appeal is. And I'm not saying Moot B is gonna say something like that. Because I don't. I'm just saying. But I understand the reason I use it, because it's 404. Yeah. We talking about Atlanta, and I feel like he's one of those people who he definitely speaks his mind. You know what I'm saying?
No, I definitely agree.
So sometimes everybody approach ain't the same, but people feel like, well, I'm doing this. You know. I'm just throwing it out there. I get, you know.
Yeah. No, definitely. But do you feel like certain key components back in the day, as far as artistry, such as artist development and things of that nature, isn't that kind of relevant nowadays too? Because you see a lot of artists say the wrong things, do the wrong things, have the wrong interactions. That could...
Honestly, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Here's the interesting thing about it. Even back then, you had artist relations, you had publicists, right? And artists still would do something wrong. You know what I'm saying? Or say something or do some shit that's gonna tarnish their brand. It happens today too. You know, some artists do have artist development, whether you consider it artist development or not, because you got artists who may have to go on tour, right? If they going on tour, they really got to condition. They got to rehearse for a concert. They got to be prepared to be in, out, up, go, jump, duck, dive when it's time. You know what I'm saying? That in itself is a form of artist development. I know it's not on the more of the talent side of what you're speaking of, but even that can put someone into understanding that this shit is really about a business. A lot of people think once they get on, oh, life just gonna get easy. I'm gonna have a bag, I can chill. No, not for real, because if you really own where you making money, it's work. Everything is work. And then you find yourself like, damn, when I'm gonna have some downtime. If you really popping, you know what I'm trying to say? So a lot of people don't understand it is a job. And once they get into certain aspects of this industry, they start to realize like, yo, like either I'm gonna do this shit the right way or I'm gonna get left behind. Some artists don't have, like you said, that certain artist development where somebody's media training and this and that. Because no one's saying that it has to be done. The consumers. Because if they're willing to accept an artist that doesn't have all the things you think they should have, then that's just your opinion. Because the public opinion, it will overshadow that one opinion, or however many people. If I just went 6 platinum. Smoke a big blunt in your goddamn interview. You know, just kick it like, you be like, this man got it's crazy. But he winning. So, and then what happens? What happens? Other people see it and then they start emulating that same type of, because they like, that's what works. That's why social media goes so hard. People just like, oh, I'm gonna just be the biggest. I'm gonna just do the wildest, craziest, say this, because it appears that that's what works. People are fascinated by people. People don't always want rehearsed. You know, it's like me. I'm a morning show host, right? I like when people don't have media training in a sense sometimes, because it's a better interview. You know what I'm saying? They give you more raw, more real emotion, more truth, more authenticity. But see, you get somebody with good media training, they spinning the shit, throwing that shit. You like, damn, bro, difficult to have. Yeah, so it's about you try. Like, damn, why make it so difficult? It's fun for some people, but for me, just let me go on and get the truth out. You don't be spinning me, goddamn. Then you spin me, and then you go and get in somewhere else, and you're in an emotional state that day. Then you want to let it all out, type shit.
Right.
Like, don't give me the truth now.
Let's get it over with. Let's get it over with. So as far as the music, let's talk about your early days in your career. Let's talk about Bad Boy South. How was that connection? How did that come to be?
Shit, man, Chino was out here grinding, man, and shit. I went to Carl Mo, and I was asking Carl Mo, because I think I let Fresh, my homie Fresh, on the south side, we went to school together. Fresh heard my music, and then I guess him and Carl Mo had a combo, and he was like, bro, you need to get with Carl Mo, you know what I'm saying, get some beats. So when I got with Carl Mo, I'm like, I want some beats, but once he heard it's going down before it popped, he was like, bro, you don't need no beats from me. I was like, I want some legendary beats from Carl Mo, legendary Carl Mo, yes I do. And bro like, nah, I'm gonna do one better for you. I'm gonna put you in a deal, I'm gonna take you where you need to go. Next thing you know, boom, I was on the phone with Block. And me and Chino meet with Block. Next thing you know, we talking to Greg Street, and it just go crazy. Yeah, and so, you know, me and Chino worked to move with Block, and shit, Block took me right to the puff. Right. And that's what it was.
And was Rich Dollars in that at all?
Yeah,
he was.
Yeah.
Was he like a talent scout? Or what?
Nah, Rich Dollars was like shit. Rich Dollars like worked records with the artists, like A&R. Yeah, artists and relations, like bro, move with you. Like, hey, it's like, hey, this is what it is. You get on the road, he was on tour with me, everything. Rich is my man. Like, Rich used to kick it.
Heavy.
No, I'm talking about I mean, just think, I'm just jumping out, and these cats have dealt with so much, these huge levels of success. And they like, yo, you're going in that direction, you're upward bound. We know how to navigate in this space, in this realm of success. Like, this ain't nothing new to us. It's like we figuring it out as we go. They like, nah, we're gonna give it the grand rollout, and that's what it was.
Definitely. Yeah. So New Joc City.
Yeah.
New Jack City.
For sure. Yeah.
Would you say that's like your favorite movie, or?
Nah, it was just you know what's so funny, man? I heard and I probably shouldn't even give it no L. But I'm gonna go on and do it since you asked, because it was funny. Yeah. So Chopper said some shit about his album was called New Jack City, and Harv and Diddy gave me the name. Like, I ain't know shit about no album. Ain't nobody gave me no name. I can go back and show you before I ever got with Puff and Diddy. When I shot a picture before I even had It's Going Down, hell is you talking about? I had on some suspenders, a button down, you know what I'm saying, some shades. I was dressed like a businessman on the balcony of the Marriott downtown. I took my picture, photo shoot, that was New Joc City. So then I was like, that's cool, but I needed something that felt like I was trying to be too larger than life. And I said, no, I need something that I could brand. And I had a little kid, this cat in the neighborhood by Chino. He drew me a picture of me on the big wheel as a kid with some shades on, and my charm said New Joc City. You know what I'm saying? It just was a good play, because as a kid, remember Jack the Rapper? So I wanted to be Joc the Rapper, you know. So, but I ain't like Joc the Rapper, so I was calling myself Joc the Ripper, because I used to try to tongue twist and shit. I was doing all that fast ass shit. Thought I was Twister or somebody. That didn't pan out for me, you know what I'm saying? So it's just interesting. And you know, I don't got no issues with Chopper, because you know what, he very well could believe in his mind, he could have had an album ready to go, and it could be very true. Two things true at one time, you know what I'm saying? But you not knowing the background on this side. If you dealing with some cats, you feel like they playing games and fucked you over, you could definitely paint this on your own narrative, thinking you put these dots together. You know how we do this, our own assumptions. Yeah, that's what they be. But so there ain't no issue. I'm gonna put that out there. But at the end of the day, Diddy ain't give me the name. I had that shit before I ever met homie.
Yeah.
Like 2 years, that's what my shit was gonna be called. I got old flyers I could show.
Right.
But anyway.
We cleared that up.
Yeah.
We cleared that up. So did you feel like this would be as big as it would be as far as your album is going down? I mean, you were even on Forbes, like.
Hey man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was just like, okay. I was trying to gauge how big I thought it could be. I was like, might probably do somewhere, get to the Midwest, but I gotta keep working because I'm gonna need some more to come after this because it's working, but is it big enough?
Right.
And then shit, when the phone calls started happening and that money started coming in, it was like, oh, this
is for real.
I think this bigger than. Then when I'm going places to like festivals I've never been to before, you know what I mean? And you get up there and
the crowd singing at you.
yeah, you got 40,000 people outside chanting your shit, and it's bing boom, and you like, God damn, look at it, bro. Like what the, you know what I'm saying? That's how I felt. You know what I mean? A young cat, you know, I jumped in the game at 25. You know, so as far as professionally as Young Joc.
Right.
So for me, it was just like, shh, it's happening, and it happened.
Yeah. I mean, when I was doing my research, my due diligence, I was like, man, like Forbes, over 100 mil, BET Awards, Billboard 100. Like, you really have to take yourself back in that time. Like, that's really major. Like,
Well, I didn't make I probably generated.
Yes, gross.
For myself, the label and all that, but they were saying I made 10 million my first year. That's why I was on that list, because in that year, that's what I made. You know what I'm saying? That's what they put out there. When you start calculating and shit like that. But as I always say, I ain't really like that. In the aftermath of it, you know what I'm saying? Because it make people look at you like, damn, bro, like, you got money like that, you couldn't throw me some? And it's like, bro, it don't work like that. You got taxes.
Entitlement
No, it ain't that. It's just like if I'm hungry, right? And you're like, bro, let me get a bite. And I'm sitting here with a little plate with some wings on it. And I give you 2 wings, and you starving. But you find out I got a whole goddamn 100 piece in the kitchen.
Yeah.
You'll be like, God damn, bro, like, bro, I was starving. You got all that, you could have gave me a whole 20 piece, let me eat. But they don't understand, this ain't all my shit in here, bro. Like, I don't know what's really going on type. Like, I know my business, but it's all types of things that happening. I'm an entrepreneur as well. I got businesses I'm investing in, I'm doing real estate. I'm taking my money and trying to grow it. I don't want to be the everyday statistic rapper, like, man, yeah, you know, I had a bad deal, you know, they gave it to me raw, and here I am today. I'm dusted and disgusted. I ain't want to be that guy.
But I think that makes you a good person, because in a sense, if it were me, I mean, yeah, I may have this 100 piece in the kitchen, but I gave you what I could give you. We don't know the details of what's going on back here, so that's.
But that's what I'm saying though. But see, that's what I'm trying to express. Okay, so like, look, just imagine, like right now, people looking at you, right? Yeah. Tell them your name again.
Pretty Brittany.
Pretty Brittany is an entity, right? Pretty Brittany is a brand.
Right.
Nobody's they're not, you know, it's like right now, nobody's gonna jump out here and be like, yo, Pretty Brittany just cleared $10 million this year. You know what I'm saying? People not all in your business like that, but when it comes to like athletes and, you know, artists and shit like that, people like want to tell how much they tour made. Yeah. Because it's a business. Yeah. And people in your business. You kind of get what I'm saying? You goddamn Duncan. How you say his name? Dunk the Lakers. With the Lakers, how you say his name? What? The white boy.
Which one?
Who just did the extension for $163 million.
Because I definitely know.
Never mind. Yeah, never mind. I can't never. I'm gonna be real. I ain't never been able to say that. I'm keep real shit. This real raw. Why we gotta edit? What's his name? Who just came from Dallas and just went and got down the Lakers? The white boy. Duncan. How you say his name? Don't nobody here know. Either way, and by the time 2028 come with his contract, with this extension, why do I need to know that? I just said, I said that, but I don't know if I'm saying the nigga name right. Anyway, don't be I called him a nigga, but anyway, listen, the man contract is saying he gonna make upwards to $475 million in the span of his contract when 2028 come. Like, that people be knowing too much business, but because you're a business, people have to, they gauge you by your success. Right. So, but for me, I don't want people to know how much money I made.
But is that like a new era thing? Is that always like back in the day with artists, even in the 90s?
Hell yeah. So what I'm saying is, I give you a perfect example. When MC Hammer made all the money he made, MC Hammer made like $100 million, something crazy. So we knew that because he had these endorsements, his tours, he was selling out, he was moving with 100 people. It was enormous, you know what I'm saying? When Master P did his deal, you heard about it. When Cash Money did their deal, you heard about it. Right. Certain things you started hearing about, and that becomes like the boom. That's like your footprint in the sand, like how much money you generated. You know what I'm saying? Because that tells people this is how we're gauging your success as a brand. Right. But sometimes it's just too much. Yeah, man. It is. It's just too much. You know what I mean?
Definitely. So let's go over into love and hip hop, right?
Oh shit.
So, yes. Nothing too crazy. Let's talk about.
You have some pretty feet, by the way.
Thank you. Don't look at my feet, y'all. You gotta get it repaired here.
Nah, we started good. When you started talking love and hip hop, I switched to love and hip hop on your ass.
But no, so you first, what was it, casted like 2014, would you say?
Somewhere in there, yeah.
Okay. Do you feel like when you first got on the show, like you were like, okay, I'm going to be here like literally almost 10 years later, like?
Hell no.
Yeah.
I ain't know what, you know what, man? I ain't know what to expect.
Right.
I knew that I could live on TV.
Yeah. How did they even approach you? Were they just like, hey, like, we hear you outside? Like,
nah. Hell no, I didn't have it like that. So what happened was, I had a situation basically where I was in between trying to figure out what I had got myself into with two relationships, and I was just like, you know what? And I felt like the way everything was panning out, if I went with one, it was gonna void. It was gonna make that one. It was gonna infuriate that one if I did, vice versa. So I had to stay away.
right.
You understand what I'm saying? And so that's in the space how I met Carly.
Okay.
Because at that point, I'm just like, I ain't dealing with nobody. I'm
Right.
just like, because this is like, I just back up from this situation, you know what I'm saying? And so once Carly and I met, it was just kind of cool. It wasn't nothing serious. We kind of was just cool, like,
Right.
when you can say we was dating because we wasn't going on dates.
Right.
Might talk here and kick it, you know. Might meet up and pass, and like, I'm just be here, I'll pull up, what's up, give you a hug, keep it moving. So we wasn't dating, you know what I'm saying? And then as time progressed, I think she started to realize like, yo, he actually like he a good, because now she's moving, you know, she's around and my name, and she's like, oh, people respect, bro. Like, he ain't, oh, okay. Then she like, oh yeah, bro, know how to move, you know the hell this up, okay. He don't have no issues with dudes, it's cool. So I think that kind of drew in, and before you know it, shit, boy, you just,
I mean,
hey man,
Carly Rae.
God.
Do you think it's just a little abnormal, like how it just seems like every season is just something new? It's something new.
No, I don't think it's abnormal. Once upon a time, I did. I ain't gonna lie to you. Once upon a time, I did. But in this moment in time, you have to realize, like, you know, when you create a lifestyle, you have to figure out how to support that lifestyle.
Yeah.
And just like anything else, let's say we were talking about Pretty Britney, right? Pretty Britney just made $15 million in 2025. Now, Pretty Britney can clear whatever, any of them type of numbers in 2025, your lifestyle gonna change, right? Yeah. So when your lifestyle change, you gotta keep up with it. You know what I'm saying? And so in anything else, you're gonna be working. You're gonna be doing this. Is what you're passionate about. This is what's paying the bills. You're gonna keep doing it. Right. So it's the same thing. You get into a space like love and hip hop, and before you know it, you're in a relationship with somebody, and you thinking you got something real, but you don't know if somebody really just like, yo, I'm gonna play this to get this bag. And once I get the bag, I'm gonna detach from you, because people have plots. You know what I'm saying? People have their own desires. People have their own thoughts, wishes, and wants. So you don't know, and you dealing with people. And I think in her situation where she want to be like, I want to rock with you for real, but I don't know if it's real. And she's already a woman who's had her heart broken a few times for whatever reason it may be. But it's a lot of women who had their heart broken too. That's why women seem to relate, right, to that side of it. But then it's like, it looked like you swapping them out so fast. Well, because let's take the average woman. It's women out here who going through them. Keep it 100, girl. I dealt with him for 3 months. And then once I saw he wasn't shit, I moved on. I had my other little boo thing over here, and and you know what I mean? We worked out for 7 months, but then came this little YN, and next thing you know, whoop de whoop. But you're not being documented. You know what I'm saying?
But she actually,
But you know what I'm saying? You might not even be smashing everybody as a woman. I'm not saying all women. I'm not saying it's whole. I'm just saying it's.
You're dating.
You're dating. That's what it be. But so if I can take the average chick out here who is not married, let's just say she's single, right? And I just span her life for the last 13 years, 12 years, 13 years. If I can do that, and I can go back, boy, her timeline gonna look crazy like that too. It'll, everybody, not everybody. But watch this. In 10 years, no disrespect to you, it's okay. In 10 years, how many boyfriends have you had?
2.
Okay. In 10 years, how many guys have you dated?
2.
That's cool.
Straight up.
I ain't mad at you.
My current relationship, 6 years.
Yeah.
2 kids.
And that's what it is, respectfully, right? But I bet you got a home girl.
I do.
Who calls you and be trying to like, girl, what's your prayer? Cause goddamn, at least you could keep them, right? You know what I'm saying? And you got that one hunger, you like, girl, and she could just be a nice ass chick. It ain't like she out here trying to find a man everywhere she go, but everywhere she touch down, a man trying to find her. And when she may be selective in who she let in, somewhere or another they eventually get in, and over 10 years she done smashed 6 guys. And I'm just really being respectful on that number. Cause there's some women out here who they don't care about what you think about them. They gonna live their life. You can say whatever about the bodies they got. They living their life. It's my prerogative. If I'm dating, I smash who I want to smash, period.
Okay, so now as far as Love and Hip Hop, like we were saying, I feel like there's only certain cast members like yourself, your wife, Rashida, Kirk, and even Scrap and his different dealings that are really the true aspect of love in hip hop. There is real hip hop artists. Why is that? Why don't we actually see like more real artists, like actual artists in the game?
Okay, because here's an interesting thing. Everybody's not made for television. That's just what it is. You got some artists who, I give it to you raw. I'll give you a perfect example. You remember when Scrappy first came on the show? Scrappy he didn't mind sharing his truth. He didn't mind exposing his vulnerability. He didn't mind just being transparent. Everybody's not with that. You remember when him and Erica came on, they had that little bitty ass house over in, you know what I'm saying? Like a little bitty little matchbox. And just knowing that this could change that, I'm willing to show this. Everybody's not there. Everybody can't accept their truth. You know what I'm saying? That's why you ever notice when artists, when you ain't hurt, why you think they disappear? They still be getting shows and stuff. They still get money, but why do they disappear?
Maybe they just don't like the limelight.
No, that ain't what happened, baby. You gotta support that lifestyle. Remember we talked about supporting that lifestyle? Well, if the money ain't rolling in the same, the lifestyle changes. And as it changes, man, you got cats. Some cats may not have had their paperwork right. Some cats, they live from show to show. You know what I'm saying? You got some cats just don't know how to budget. Some cats didn't make investments. You know, some cats be their own block, and that's just what it is. But they kind of disappear because they can't live up to the image they once projected, the status they once held.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then you start coming around the new artists, it's like the new cat with the new money who just dropped the hit and the hits, and he touring, and he is clearing some meals a year.
Right.
You can't stand next to him. The jewelry game different, the clothes different, the car different, the way he live. And a lot of cats just shy away from this shit.
Right.
And you don't see them till you see them. Oh damn.
But that's so confusing because we always hear show money's the best money. Like,
it's good. I understand that, but listen, man, you exchange your time, something that's invaluable, something that you can't get back. You barter your time for a piece of paper, a tender, a Federal Reserve note, right? And that's supposed to have a denomination on it which tell you what its value is for whatever state you're in, country you're in. You know what I'm saying? Then you take that and you barter for things, goods, you trade it, right? But when you barter, the minute you transfer for certain things, it is expected to hold the value that you just gave said tender for, right? Yeah. But it don't have the same value as that dollar. It don't, because right now you can go and buy this whole outfit out the mall, or somebody goes, you pay full price for it, right? Oh, this is what it's valued. But if somebody goes steal it and bring it to me on the street, why doesn't it have the same full value?
Exactly.
They gotta sell it for half price to me now. Most shit that go in the street gonna be half or a discounted rate.
Right.
Why can't they get full dollar if it's new?
Yeah.
Why?
You have a point.
But just that fast, now it is dwindled. Look, so we don't went from your time to a piece of paper to an item to it being worth nothing. Where did the value go? It disappeared.
That quick.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Cats think they investing in shit they can get their money back out of. Cars, no, that shit depreciate. Jewelry, by the time you customize and shit, that shit ain't what you paid for. It ain't worth what you paid for, because you had to add labor on top of that, and that in itself can be excessive.
Right.
Like,
so essentially, you don't feel like it's worth it.
it's not that it's not. No, hell no, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
You need to be investing in real estate. You got to figure out something. You better invest in some apps. You got to figure out. I'm serious. No, I'm serious, man. Because a lot of cats, they don't know that. That ain't what they taught. That's not what's popularized. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. It feel good. You got some of these cats out here, man. You go and get you 100 ball for a concert. You on tour. You getting 100 a night, man. Come on, dog. Like, nobody can't tell you shit.
No, that's.
It's hard to listen, and you living your life. You know, man. You like, hey, man, I'm having my way, but not understanding that when it slow down, if it slow down, that money don't come in the same, and you be sitting back reflecting on, damn, what I coulda, shoulda, woulda did when it was coming in like that. Right. Now you hoping it could come back in like that, so you can make the moves like that. Right. No, you got to do it ahead of time. And I think that's like when you talk about media training and artist development. I think that is one of the things that need to be.
I was just about to say, I think that's, what is it, financial literacy.
We're going to put you with this person right here. This person going to make sure you straight for the rest of your life. Yeah. Okay, but then now you put me with a stranger. Now, can I trust this person? You see what I'm saying? And they're like, nah, hell, ain't nobody going to be touching my money. Yeah. That's why you hear the horror stories with my accountant, my CP. You know, like, oh, my God.
Yeah. No, you're right.
So, it's just like right now I'm doing real estate, and I'm like, it's working. Like, this the bit, like, I'm sitting here saying to myself, I should have been doing more. But I did try it one time. I tried my hand and the market crashed. And I had to just I was dropping shit. So I lost a lot of money. Right. So that deterred me from coming back to it. Right. But my wife being an attorney, top notch, being a closing attorney and owning a title company, she's like, babe, hey, I cut these checks every day. My escrow, if somebody come and buy $10 million, whatever, that $10 million is placed in my escrow. I am responsible for this money. I write the checks. I send the wires to. They go to. I see the way these deals go. I see where the money that was put in invested. I see what it's listed for. I see what it actually sells for. I see the breakdown in the percentages from the 6%, 3% here, 3% there, closing, call it. We got to do something. I said, you know what? You know what? You speaking life in your husband, right? Because you know I'm capable of, but you know that I was kind of like iffy because I lost in it before. Okay, course correct. I'm back at it. Right. These cats got to learn that shit'll feed you for the rest of your life. Right. We invest in so much of nothing, man, in the hood every day, all day. So, like the average cat when he gets some money, we're gonna go get us a barber shop. I tried that shit. I had a salon, beautiful. Yeah, shit. Trying to get people come in and work. That ain't no money for me. That was just a business move that could possibly make some money. Yeah. Did a rim shop. Yeah. That didn't work. You know what I'm saying? Cause guess what? Cats were like, well, you know what I'm saying? My safe to come in your hood and buy rims. You know what? Okay, cool. I did some clubs. The clubs made a lot of money. But I'm still paying back from lawsuits and shit like that from the clubs.
A headache, You
know what I'm saying? Like, so some of the typical things we think that are like, boom, that's what happened. People jump in and realize this shit ain't.
There's much more to it.
There's much more to it. You gotta get you something, like I said, real estate, something that'll be around forever. Once you learn the ins and outs of it, hey man, you can't do nothing but get paid.
And when speaking about all these different investments and even your successful wife, when you heard the whole can't go broke like Joc thing with 42 Doug, like how could one even think Joc is even broke? Like, and you got these royalties, investments, a successful wife.
People don't know what you got. In their mind, you know, you on reality TV, you must be broke. You know, people sit back and be like, boy, you ain't had a hit since whoop whoop. People will formulate their own opinion, especially when you got some rappers who are still going from my era that's, you know, popping. So in their mind, like, yo, you fell off type shit. Then you had the pull up and go shit that made it seem like I'm driving for Uber. So when you put shit out like that, you got to understand, in our culture, we don't give a shit if it's true or not. Sometimes we gonna run with it, because if I could say it and everybody know it, then shit, it don't matter. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Because even on Nori's podcast, he was like, man, them Love and Hip Hop checks is different. Like, they paying. So, you know, it's just kind of odd. Like,
but people still don't know. Again, now, my apologies. Now, check this. If somebody was to do Love and Hip Hop the way they do the NBA or the NFL, you know, same thing. We was talking about this clothes, how much money people make.
They be all up in y'all.
Nah, then you got now you got whole other problems and issues. You know what I'm saying? You think it's hard? No. When people hear that kind of money, they're like, what the hell? Who? What? That's what you get.
They want to believe it.
Nah, people sit back and be like, damn.
All that shit we was talking.
Nah, I'm serious, man. Hey, cause you know, man.
We not gonna get deep into that, but I believe it. I believe it. When Nori said, I said, I believe it.
I mean, you gotta think, man. At the end of the day, I feel like I do pretty good for myself. It's a lot of work involved, you know. It's a lot. I think that's the one thing that I'm looking at different in life right now. It's just spending more time with my family, collectively, spending more time with myself. Because I give so much. Because shit, you know, 5 days a week I'm doing morning radio, Young Joc in the Streets morning takeover. You know, that's for 4 hours. I'm talking to people. I'm giving my opinion, my thoughts, my love, my breath. You know what I'm saying? You leave from that, I'm filming for Love and Hip Hop. I'm doing a movie, you know what I'm saying? Weekends, I'm on the road, you know what I'm saying? In there, I gotta find time to be a father. In there, I have to find time to be a husband. You know what I'm saying? In there, I have to find time to be a human. And it's a hell of a task to juggle all of these requirements and these priorities, but it's important. It got to be done. You know what I mean? So.
But wouldn't it feel odd just sitting down every day and not having anything to do?
Hey man, you know, it's a lot. It does seem odd to me. It's a lot of people that do that though. When it seems odd to go in the bank and rob it without a mask. But people do that shit every day. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, at the end of the day, you just got to worry about. you have to don't worry. You have to concern yourself with your manifestations, with your affairs, with your aspirations. Don't worry about nobody else's. That's hey man, God bless you, but you gotta focus and make sure that you're doing everything you can. You gotta try your best to exploit every opportunity that's meant for you. For one, nobody knows how much time we got.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The worst thing you can see is someone who has invested all this time and just starting to, and right when and soon as, and then they out of here.
Yeah, it seems like that happens a lot with a lot of artists as well.
It does, because you got a lot of cats who are coming from a place of no regulation, no governing. And you suddenly, you the man, you getting money, you getting attention, you celebrated everywhere you touch down, you in places and the things you want are just coming to you. That's a different, it's a different filter. You know, you walking somewhere, you just going, you're just saying the average person, they going to work trying to figure it out. Nobody know you. People that know you. But any state I touch down, I go to different countries and shit like that, from different cultures to different hoods. People know you. Right. People want to take a picture. Women gonna give you an opportunity. Niggas see you just happy in the hood, bro. What you need, bro? I just want to bless you. Here go a little zip. It's on the Lord from my block, my hood. So when these cats get in these positions, they don't really know how to navigate through the processes of fame and fortune. And it's a lot of mishaps that take place there, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like, let me take somebody out the hood and throw them in the corporate office.
With no training, no nothing.
No training, no nothing. That shit gonna be like, what the hell?
Foreign.
And people in the room looking like, what the hell it is?
Yep.
No, you out of there. And that's what happens. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Because not only you got a lot of cats who kind of in the streets, not really in the street, but they rapping the street shit. Then when you throw them out there in the world, guess what happened? Who calling them? Who booking them? The streets.
Yeah.
So now you placed in all these volatile situations, because whatever you promoting, that's what you attracting.
Yeah.
So when niggas be on all that extra gang out, that's what you attracting when you touch down. And you in these hoods where the niggas who really doing that shit,
really like that.
They want to see what it really is. Because see, a nigga love you, but to embarrass me or to play me, I hate you in a second. And I hate that festers in the hearts of our culture, but that's how it be. Why you think niggas be killing niggas that they love? So if you just get in a fight with an artist, and it's his concert, did you come to fight him, or you paid so you could celebrate the artist? Did you come to, because it happens.
Yeah.
Why are you there?
Yeah.
Did you just come to be on the BS, or something happened and you felt tried, you felt played, you embarrassed, so you felt like you had to handle some shit? You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying, man. You know, a lot of cats they trick themselves off the street. The shit get too light. It's like they forget, hey, boy, you're a target.
Yeah.
Everywhere you touch down.
Yeah.
Stop playing out here. Keep your head up. Keep your eyes open. You know what I mean?
Definitely. Now, lastly, with Love and Hip Hop, we've had LA, New York, Miami. Why do you think Atlanta has lasted this long and is just so loved? Do you feel like it is the culture here and people just can't get enough of the Rashidas, the Young Jocs, the Kendras, Sierras, everybody?
I think what happens is, again, you have people who have been more cultured around around a certain lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? A lot of success come out of Atlanta. I'm gonna just keep it a book. All the places you name, a lot of success comes out of those places too. No doubt. But when you talk about Atlanta, it's like so concentrated when it comes to like just, yeah, cats been out forever. You can take somebody, I'll give you a perfect example. Watch this. You didn't think I was gonna say this, but Yin Yang twins. Just Yin Yang twins, right? You put Yin Yang twins in any party, bro, I swear they got 30 songs.
And everybody gonna go crazy.
I'm talking about, you be sitting here like, damn, I forgot about, man, they might hit you about 10, you be like, I totally forgot they had this many songs. But you got cats like that who receive that type of Usher, Jay-Z. See, like you just keep naming and just keep, you know, and you be like, damn.
That's why I love Atlanta. It's just a culture, it's a vibe. Everybody that comes, Fat Joe was on his show with Jada, and they were just talking about Atlanta, like it's just a vibe, the food, the people, everybody's so cool. Why do you think that is? It's just the heart of the city.
Again, man, the level of opportunity.
Yeah.
You know, again, when you start talking about freedom fighters, freedom for your race, for your skin color, for you know, for your ethnicity, you talking about civil rights leaders stomp these streets. They put things in place and in order here so that black families could live and survive. You understand what I'm saying? W.E.B. Du Bois, he talked about Atlanta in some of his early writings. He said this would be a place of fortune for blacks.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This was preached. These people went against things in the Constitution to make sure that you and I could have. For you and I to be able to sit here and do this and broadcast to our own people and whoever else that want to attend the meeting, baby. You know what I'm saying? So I think that when I say opportunity, it's so much more here. Like right now, you get people come, they black, I'm black, right? And then they come to Atlanta and y'all, I thought you were black. Like, what that mean? Because they surprised that they go in the courtroom, there's black attorneys, it's black judges, it's black prosecutors. They go in the doctor's office, it's black doctors, a black surgeon. People like, what the hell?
Black everywhere.
And so there's a lot of people, they might not try to act out and be like, I ain't never seen nothing like it. They might not say nothing because they don't want to seem like they ain't hip to what's going on. But it is surprising to a lot of people. Even white people have spoken out about it. Like, man, Atlanta's black as hell.
No, it really
You just saw that the clip with the two white boys that said they wear everything. They got it.
I'm telling you, because in Minnesota, when you see a lot of black people around, you kind of get nervous. Like, what's finna go on? Like, just for me growing up. But then I come down here, I'm like, Ma, my mom's an attorney. I'm like, Ma, everybody's just, it's like the same. You can get money. Everybody's chilling. I'm not nervous. Like something's finna pop off.
Because that's why I say it's more opportunity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, if it's 100 people over here, and I bring one plate, just one plate, what you think gonna happen?
We gonna make it work.
Y'all ain't gonna make shit work. Y'all gonna tear each other. Y'all gonna down and kill each other trying to eat off that one plate. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if I put 100 people right here and 1,000 plates right here, we don't gotta be in competition because it's enough for everybody to eat.
Everybody.
That's the analogy when I'm talking about opportunity. I go to some of these cities and it's like, ain't no opportunity for y'all here. But you got to make the opportunity too. But that's again why I go back to those civil rights leaders, those freedom fighters, and then even through by way of the music, us coming in and challenging whatever oppressor, whatever ops, we challenging it. We challenging shit. You got black artists. You got when Jesus said "trap or die," that shit was so like whoa. And Puff Diddy turned that shit into vote or die. You kind of get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we were able to take the charge too on our side of things. So I just feel like when it comes to Atlanta, these are some of the reasons we win.
Right.
We have the CAU. We have these conglomerates, these colleges. I done said it so many times, but the questions always come back to this. So I don't know if, you know, people just be wanting to hear my output on this.
We do. We want to hear.
I'm saying, I get it. I'm just saying, at the end of the day, people come here. What come here is a melting pot.
Yeah.
It's just like a bee. They fly around, they touch the pollen, they go back and pollinate the goddamn flowers with the pollen.
Right.
That's what happened. People come here for school and people come here to live. You could get here because you got Delta, the largest, right?
Coca-Cola.
The busy, well, you got, I'm just saying Hartsfield Airport. You got Delta, Coca-Cola. You see what I'm saying? You see this opportunity. You hear people come here to educate themselves too. All these campuses and all these people, these black people. And guess what? They go take shit home. They bring shit back. So when you come here, any idea that people think can work, it will work because it's people from all over who are here.
Right.
And when you go in a room with a room full of people from everywhere, you're gonna get better judgment, sound judgment on things that move the culture, that shape the culture.
Right.
I think that's what's happened for a very long time, and
Definitely.
that's why we win the way we do here in Atlanta.
Definitely. I had saw yourself and your wife at Tiny's 50th birthday party, and I wanted to compliment you because, you know, I'm an observer. I kind of like people watching a bit, and how you just were like kind of holding, like caressing your wife as you guys were walking through the crowd. I think that is so admirable. Like just, you know, from seeing you in the early days to now, like it's just it's refreshing. You know what I'm saying? To see like a man still like be like that with his wife and his woman.
Well, you know, shit, man. One thing about it, you know, you choose your person for the reasons you choose your person. Right. You know what I'm saying? And when you're happy with your choice, it's not hard to be expressive. It's not hard, you know what I'm saying? Because for one, we ain't campaigning like we trying to be, we love each other. We ain't doing that.
It's real life.
But we really ain't hiding like, man, you know, we just stiff in public. We don't let nobody see nothing. We chilling. Sometimes we could be out and she just want to listen to music. She right here with me. We might not even be talking. Then sometimes that girl will talk my damn ear off. Or vice versa, you know what I'm saying? So we just be.
And I love how she don't play about you, because you know when she hit that Jaceel, we know she's not playing no games. Do you hear me? I love that about you guys, how just authentic it is.
Everybody know my damn name.
I'm telling you, she don't play.
I used to go places nobody never knew my name.
I'm telling you, she don't play.
Man, a police officer pulled up on me in Detroit. Listen to me. And I'm sitting there, and I see the police, and they come over the damn, over the, you know, when they talk to me through the car, Jaceel. I was like, hell no. Hell no. I'm like, damn. I'm like, what is it? Like, bro, you just pulled up and said my name, bro. Like, what is this? Yeah. And they laughing. I'm like, that shit is funny, but hey, man, what is that? You know what I mean? But yeah.
Definitely. Well, I'm not going to hold you up too much longer, but I do like to always end in conclusion. What advice do you give to the younger generation who just wants to break into the entertainment business, whether or not that's being a photographer, a rapper, an artist, a broadcaster?
I would tell anybody, be who you truly are. You know, I know a lot of times we are able to watch the success and growth of other artists and entities and just people, right? But everybody's blueprint is not going to work the same for you. You know, I know people think that there's a such thing as a universal remote. It is, but when it comes to a universal remote, a lot of these things have been tried, true, and programmed. And in order for you to be your own thing, you can't try to do everybody program. You can't try the same antics that people do it. But I would tell anybody, be yourself. Be unapologetically who you are, because you don't ever want to have to look back at a moment and say, man, I should have said how I really felt. I should have been honest instead of holding back. I should have told my people, don't walk out that door. They'll still be here, but I just was like, let bro do it. No, but I really, in my heart, I ain't want him to go. But I ain't want to seem like I was hating or trying to stop a move. But in your heart, you knew that move was a bad move.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I would tell people also to understand, this is just one thing I believe in. I kind of started saying it, and it's kind of locked in with me. Recognition first, then acknowledgement.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean by that?
All right, perfect example. If I just saw you in the elevator, I just would have said, hey, how you doing? If I didn't know you. Now I see you in the elevator, I recognize you. Now I'm going to acknowledge you. See what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, you know, a lot of people want fame. That's just acknowledgement. That's all fame is, right? Everybody can acknowledge who you are because they recognize you. Right?
Yeah.
When you're driving down the highway, you see nothing but what? Billboards and what? Logos.
Yeah.
You recognize the logo. Now you can acknowledge if you want to patronize whatever you see that connects to that logo. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I tell people, find out how to get people to recognize who you are, what you stand for, what you believe in, and what you put out, and people will have no issue or no problem acknowledging you, whether they like it or not. You just got to get on their radar. And that's how I tell you, work hard. Don't even play about it. Don't act like you got forever to get it done. Treat it like this is it. It has to work. It has to work. The same way you eat every day, you got to try to figure out how to win every day. That's the plan. That's the hustle. That's the motto. That's the life. That's my word.
So no plan B.
Man, hey man, plan B. You need to get all the way down to plan Z. I'm telling you, and that's realistic. Because guess what? A lot of stuff that I could do today, I might not be doing at 60. You know what I'm saying? I'm not telling you I want to rap till I'm 60 years old. Like, you know what I mean?
That's not the plan.
I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Like at 60, for real, I want to be doing movies. I want to be doing television shows. I still want to be doing music, but I might not want to rap the music no more. I just might just want to produce.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I always tell people, you know, I don't believe in it just being one plan.
Yeah.
I believe in trying to figure out how do I get to the next lily pad. That's what I believe in, the lily pad effect. Pick and choose, execute.
Period. Well, y'all heard it here first. Young Joc in the building, the culture 404.